Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. So today I am doing a video that was requested, and it is a Byredo buying guide. So I have 9 fragrances in my collection from the house of Byredo, and I'll talk about them. If you're interested, please keep watching. Before we get started with the video, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Roxanne, and this is Roxanne's Retreat. If this is your first time joining me, thank you and welcome. And if you've been here before and you've decided to come back, big up your whole self. Truly appreciate your continued support of my channel. As always, before we get into the fragrances let's talk about my scent of the day. And I'd like to know yours also. So today I am wearing this girl right here. She is not a stranger to the channel. This is Good Girl Blush from the house of Carolina Herrera. Well, you guys know I love this fragrance. It is light, it is airy, there's bergamot, there's vanilla. Very, very, very easy to wear. Easy grab, great for the office, etc. It's not like the biggest performer. It gives me about 4 to 5 hours on the skin these days. In the heat, of course, in the elements, it gives me about 6. So yep, my scent of the day is this one right here, and this is Good Girl Blush from the house of Carolina Herrera. Okay, so a buying guide. One of my viewers, she requested that I do this. So I have 9 fragrances from the house of Byredo. I don't really talk about Byredo fragrances that much. Doesn't mean that I don't love them. I just, there are a few that I love, and then there are a few that are like, maybe it's time for them to go. Anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to talk about the fragrance. I'm going to talk about, of course, the notes, etc., where I've worn it, where I think it's appropriate to wear, and depending on how I describe the fragrance, you'll know whether or not this is a type of fragrance for you. Also, I'm going to be going from my least favorite to my favorite. So it's almost like a ranking video along with a buying guide, if that makes any sense. So let's go. First one, which is my least favorite of all, and this one is Flowerhead. This is Flowerhead from the house of Byredo. Well, I'm not going to say the house of Byredo because that's all we're talking about. Okay, duh. This fragrance is exactly, the name exactly. Yes, you have to be a Flowerhead to love this fragrance. You have to love heavy florals. Oh my gosh. So it opens with like an angelica note, which is really green. And then it smells like there's like tuberose and jasmine and all that stuff. I don't know what's in there. Let me see. Yep, there is some jasmine, there's some tuberose, some more green notes. Then we have some ambergris and some suede in the base. Now this fragrance is really, really, really heady. You have to be a white floral lover. A lot of people think that it might pull a little bit mature. I'm mature, but it's just not it's just not my cup of tea. It does something to me. It's too much. It's too intense. Yeah. So Flowerhead is for the person that loves a heavy white floral with a bit of green. Okay? You have to. There is no other way for you to enjoy this fragrance. You have to have this kind of specific taste. So, but when I've worn it, and as you guys can see, I don't wear it much. I've had this fragrance for over a year, and I haven't worn it much. Maybe one time, and it gave me such a headache that I was like, Lord, should I declutter it? But then I said I'm going to keep wearing it. I don't want to declutter it, but we'll see. But yeah, this is Flowerhead. It does give you a lot of time on your skin. Like I said, it's intense. Very intense for a fragrance from the house of Byredo. So yep, Flowerhead. You have to definitely be a white floral head to enjoy this one. Okay, next up we have this one right here, and this one is called INFLORESENCE. INFLORESENCE. Now, this one is also like floral, but if I were to compare it to Flowerhead, this one is lighter, this one is airier. The notes are a little bit more watery and not so intense. So it opens with pink freesia and rose. In the middle there's lily of the valley and magnolia, and in the base we have some jasmine. So as you can see, you do have white florals in here, but you also have really light watery florals like lily of the valley and freesia. It almost comes off like a little bit of peony is in here, but it's not listed. So you still have to be a floral lover, in my opinion, but this one is way easier. When I say easier, way easier to pull off than Flowerhead for me. This one gives me about 6 hours on the skin. It's light. You live in a nice, pretty floral bubble, but again, you have to love the bubble, right? You have to love floral fragrances, or else you're just gonna want to throw this across the room, or you might just scrub it off your skin. But this is INFLORESCENCE. I enjoy this one. And also, it's a lot less green. Flowerhead is green. There's green notes, and then there's Angelica, which is also a green kind of vibe. But this one is lighter, this one is airier. But you still have that touch of white florals. So you obviously have to enjoy that. This is good for the office if you don't overspray it. This is good for running errands. Yeah, stuff like that. But yeah, this is INFLORESCENCE. Another lovely fragrance from the house of Byredo. Next up is this one right here. This one is very popular. This is Gypsy Water. So Gypsy Water is like a really aromatic, like woody, kind of vanillic fragrance. It's very, very, very easy to wear. Very light wearing. Byredo fragrances, at least the ones that I have in my collection, as I try to find because I don't want to spray my eye. They're very easy to wear. The lighter ones, they're super easy to wear. And Gypsy Water is no exception. This one is for the girls that, you know, they don't want to do too much. They don't wear red lipstick. Everything that they do is like a nude. Their hair is pulled back, you know, and they just live this carefree life. Now, Gypsy Water for me, this is a fragrance that I basically use to run errands. I don't wear it to the office, but it's actually really appropriate for the office. I don't, because it just doesn't make too much of a statement for me. But it's really easy to wear. It gives me about, I want to say 4 to 5 hours on the skin. It's not a fragrance that's very projecting or anything like that, but you smell nice and clean. There's a little bit of woody nuances, and there's a little bit of aromatic vibe. In the base, there's some vanilla, but the vanilla doesn't really come through. It's not like a cupcakey, that kind of vanilla. It's like one of those really chilled, laid back vanillas. So to me, this is like a woody aromatic vanilla. Very appropriate for spring and summertime, I think. So yep, this is Gypsy Water. G-Water from the house of Byredo. Next up is this one right here. This is Blanche. Now, this fragrance for me is like beautiful. It is a very clean, everyday vibe. A lot of people think it's too expensive for what it is, but I absolutely enjoy this fragrance and it fits well into my world. So if I have to go see patients or something like that, this is a great one because this is like a soapy, very aldehydic fragrance. It just smells like you took a shower and you were in the shower and you did just like a nice clean routine. You know, you're not wearing too much makeup when you wear this. It's just that clean girl aesthetic, whatever that is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And this is great. This is a fragrance that is wonderful for healthcare workers, people that have to be in people's face and they don't want to offend them. Blanche is your girl. Lord, I don't wear this one enough. Now that I'm smelling it on the, oh, I want to just douse myself in it. I wonder what it's going to smell like with Carolina Herrera, with Good Girl Blush. Oh, girl, let's experiment on TV. Let's experiment on TV. Why not? Yeah, so this fragrance right here, there's aldehydes, rose, pink pepper in the opening. In the middle, we have peony, violet, African orange flower. In the base, we have musk, woody notes, and sandalwood. What I get on my skin is like a clean, Lord, the puff is in the way. Oh my gosh, them two together? Well, Good Girl Blush takes over for sure because it's sweeter. This one right here is just a really nice, clean, everyday, easy scent to wear. So if you're in the market for something like this, Blanche is your girl. I can't even compare it to anything really. It doesn't smell like Clean Reserve Skin or Radiant Nectar or any one of those. It does not smell like Glossier You, but it's just along those same lines. Something that's your skin. Maybe a little bit like Invisible Touch from La Perla. Just really light, airy, great for healthcare workers, great for anybody that has to be in anybody's face, great for a really hot day, great for a theme park, stuff like that. So yep, this is Blanche, and I love Blanche. Although, yeah, I love her. Don't worry about her position in the line. I do love her. Next up is this one right here, and this is Mojave Ghost. I know if you're into fragrances, you've heard about this fragrance. This is my dent. I wear it. Listen, this opens with a sapodilla note. Sapodilla, and that is very nostalgic for me. I grew up eating sapodillas on the island of Grenada. We used to pick them, like wrap them up, put them under the bed to get ripe. At least that's what my mom did. I don't know why under the bed. Maybe because it was dark. Spilling all the family secrets. Anyways, Mojave Ghost. So it opens with sapodilla. If you never had a sapodilla, I don't even know how to explain the taste or the smell for you. But whenever I spray this, I get that sapodilla. So there's sapodilla in it, in the opening. Then there's ambrette. In the middle, we have magnolia, violet, and sandalwood. And in the base, ambergris and cedar. So it's woody and fruity with a little bit of a floral touch. Easy to wear. Another fragrance that is easy to wear. That's one of the things about these Byredo fragrances. If you're a person that doesn't want to do too much with their fragrance and still wants to smell amazing, I think Byredo is a good house for you. Like literally. Don't buy it full price though, y'all. Why? Why would you do that? Buy it somewhere else. You don't have to pay full price for it. Yeah, Mojave Ghost. Yes, it's a fragrance that I absolutely enjoy. It's not a performer. It's not a performer. Maybe 3 to 4 hours on the skin. You know what I love to layer this with? I love to layer this with Tom Ford's Soleil Neige. Them two together, fire. You know, it's not doing too much. It's just like a really nice everyday vibe. And this fragrance, great for the office, great to run errands. Great to sit around the house, anything like that. It is a very easy fragrance to pull off. This is Mojave Ghost. And guess what? They're about to drop a flanker. Mojave Ghost Absolute. Well, I can't wait to smell it. I wonder what the price is going to be. Probably something exorbitant, but we'll see. So, yep, that was Mojave Ghost. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Some of these have, and I have them. This is the body lotion. I have the body lotion from Mojave Ghost. So when I do wear it, I use the lotion and it extends the life of the fragrance. Of course, you still have, and the lotion is very, it's not, I wouldn't say it's like the best moisturizing because they do also have like butters. But you know, it does what it needs to do. It keeps your hands from being ashy. So yeah, and it has a really nice smell. So yeah, I also have the body lotion for Mojave Ghost. Next up is this one right here. And this is Casablanca Lily. And this is an extrait de parfum. So these are the ones in the 1.7 ounce bottles that are super expensive for what you're getting. Now this fragrance to me, every time I spray it, I think of Amoureuse. Y'all remember Amoureuse from Givenchy? Man, whenever I spray this fragrance, it gives me that vibe. They smell so much alike, but this is just a little bit more refined. And Amoureuse smells different nowadays. I think they must have reformulated it. But when I was a teenager, man, I used to take that fragrance from my mom's collection, spray myself down, and go to school. Just smelling like an elegant lady. But I always got busted. Anyways, Casablanca Lily. So this opens with gardenia and plum. And you know gardenia, like when she's in a fragrance, she just likes to take over. And she can get super heady. However, it dies down a bit. And the plum kind of takes over, gives it like a nice, pretty, fruity nuance. In the middle, we do have some tuberose in the middle somewhere. In this fragrance somewhere. Some white florals. But mostly on my skin, I get some white florals and I get that plum. The gardenia dies down, but this fragrance lasts very long on my skin. I do not recommend that you wear this fragrance in hot weather. So even summer nights here in Florida, this might be too much. especially if you're an oversprayer. But it is a gorgeous fragrance. To me, it's very classy. It's very elegant. So is Amory. So every time I spray this, I get that feeling of nostalgia. But it's a pretty fragrance. I just think it's just super duper expensive. Don't buy it full price. You hear? Wait, get it on the black market. I mean, not the black market, the gray one. What's wrong with me? Yep, so this is Casablanca Lily Extrait de Parfum. Next up is, I think this one is probably the most popular one. This is Bal The Freak. Bal The Freak, it's a really great everyday fragrance. I cannot lie. Like, this smells better on my guy than it smells on me, right? We both have bottles of Bal The Freak. But when he wears it, he gets so many compliments. I never get compliments when I wear this fragrance, but he does all the time. So this one is, like I said, very easy to wear. There, it opens with some lemon. What else? Bergamot. In the middle, we have violet. We have jasmine. Vetiver in the base. That vetiver in the base is the thing that bothers a lot of people. But on my skin, the vetiver isn't doing too much. So on my skin, this is light, this is airy, it's really sweet. I'm not sure where the sweetness is coming from because there are really no notes that would make it sweet, but I don't know. It smells kind of sweet to me. So it has like a bright presence though. Really good for every day. Now, the biggest complaint that everybody has about this fragrance is the longevity. And I am with everybody else. This does not last on me. I might get 3 hours on a good day. It doesn't matter what I do, but I do have the, it's not the body lotion, it's the body cream, and I didn't bring it, but I have that for this fragrance. Does it help? I don't know. I don't know, but this doesn't last on me at all. Now on my guy, it gives him about 5 hours. Go figure. But anyways, you know, it's always about the skin. Chemistry. Bal The Freak. I recommend Bal The Freak. If you like something light, airy, and you don't want to do too much, most of these fragrances from Byredo, they are going to be up your alley. Again, they're a little pricey, but you don't have to pay full price. The gray market is filled with these fragrances. These fragrances are not new. They came out like in the early 2000s, so you should not be paying full price for them anyways. So yep, this is a Bal The Freak. Okay, next up is this one right here, and this is Sundazed. Sundazed. I really enjoy this one. This one is so different to me. Now, when you spray it, on the first initial spray, you get something super green, and I think it's the neroli, although it's not one of the top notes. And the top we have mandarin orange, Californian lemon, Lord my old lady eyes, my goodness. Neroli in the middle, jasmine sandback. In the base we have cotton candy and white musk. You know what this fragrance layers really well with? That new Kayali one. Very well. And even Love Don't Be Shy, Extreme. Wear those together. Yeah, trust me. Sundazed. Now, Sundazed is one of the Byredo fragrances that last forever on my skin. It gives me about 7 hours on the skin. I don't know what makes it so different because there's like no woody like notes in here. Yeah, but it has like this green nuance, a little bit of sweetness from that cotton candy. I say you can wear this fragrance. I don't think it's a really good fragrance for the office because there's something about it that wouldn't, you know, it's not really a crowd pleaser, but it is a very sophisticated scent. So I would say like an evening date. Maybe you're going on a little, nothing, you know, not Eddie V's or anything like that. You're going out to a nice little dinner with your boo. This is a nice one. Brunch, depending on the weather. Don't wear this when it's too hot. I see this in the spring, in the summer, depending on where you live, and I do see this in the fall. Yeah, Sundazed from Byredo. It's one of those fragrances that when I smell it, I'm like, that's why I love fragrance. It's so different. So yeah, check it out if you haven't already. Again, I'm going to keep saying it. Don't pay full price. Okay, last and certainly not least, this is my favorite Byredo fragrance in my collection. And people don't talk about it. People do not talk about it. But yeah, check out my dent. Look, it's almost done. And it is La Tulipe. La Tulipe from Byredo is my favorite Byredo scent. My favorite. Now this fragrance is freesia. There's rhubarb. In the middle you have pink tulip. green notes, vetiver in the base, woody notes in the base. All I get is just a really sweet, sophisticated fragrance. I don't get all the woodiness and the dudiness. I don't get all of that. I just love this fragrance. The person that I heard speak about this fragrance, and probably the only person that I watched that spoke about this fragrance is Fab Finds by Keitra. She's the one that introduced me to La Tulipe. And I also have the body lotion, and I have the shower gel, and I have the body cream. I love this. And I also have a backup bottle because I can't live without this. I can't. Look, golly, that's not even for one wear. Now, La Tulipe. It is very fresh, very realistic. It is just a pretty girl fragrance. I enjoy wearing this. I wear this to work. I wear this to run errands. To me, it's an easy grab. For some people, it may not be because of the greenness, because it does have a little green nuance, like as the fragrance wears. But girls, boys, I love this one. Love, love, love it. Now, just on a whole, the thing I don't like about the Byredo fragrances, like, I don't know, it's not me. Like, all of these things just keep peeling off and it just looks so tacky. Especially, you know, if you love your fragrance and you pull for it all the time, that's what happens. Byredo, you need to do better. You need to do better with these price points. You can't have stickers peeling off. Like, come on, man. But anyways, La Tulipe, this is my #1 Byredo fragrance that's within my collection. Of course, there are many more that I don't have, but of the 9 that I do have, this is the one that I recommend the most. But it's not a safe blind buy. There are other fragrances here that are way safer blind buys than this one. This is one you gotta get your nose on, please do, and see what you feel. Okay, but for me and my household, no, for me, La Tulipe. La Tulipe is where it's at. Okay, y'all, so that brings us to the end of the video. I hope I did a good job with the buying guide. This is my first buying guide that I actually did, so I hope I did it justice. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's free. And make sure you turn your notification bell on so you'll know every single time I drop a video. Now, like I always say, we could be anything in this world we want to be with a lot of hard work, perseverance, and definitely some dedication. But if we're not there, and even if we are, smell like good people. Smell fabulous at all times. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.